Wednesday. Wednesday is a beginner session where some people say, am I asking a silly question? Should I ask? You can ask any question. And on Wednesdays, we encourage you to ask as many silly questions as you think they are, because everybody will benefit by those questions. So that is the beginner session. Sip Ansul, Sip Rumataji, Sip Krishna, Sip Pix, Sip Girija, Sip Rajanan, Sip Siri, Sip Das, Sip Vinayak, Sip Ahem, Sip Anand Ki Khoj, Sip Kamalji, Sip Chotwani, Sip Sarojananda, Sip Gigi, Sip Parvatiyama, Sip Bliss, Sip Sadanand, Sip Sita, Sip Atmanand, Sip Sanjay, Sip Shayad, Sip Sagai, Sip Premchandji, Sip Aham Atma, Sip Soham, Sip Harshal, Sip Samatma, Sip Sachin, Sip Chidanand, Sip Laveen, Sip 1 plus. I don't know, this is a new attendee. I'm not sure. And the rest of you, welcome to the call. Open house. We have got Anna and Atmanand. Anna, Atmanand. Let's start. Anna, Atmanand. Unmute.
I bow down to Guruji.
Namaskar.
See, I want to ask a question. Whether the karma is universal. For universal also the karma will be there, or individuality?
What do you mean by universal?
See the fire accident in Los Angeles. Like that.
Why in Los Angeles some people have lost more, some people have lost less? Why some communities are burnt, some communities are not burnt? Because everybody is not burnt equally.
Yeah,
some
yeah.
People are. So it is very difficult to exactly understand. For example, I'm just giving you a crazy example. Suppose there were 100 soldiers who were shooting down some people. Those 100 people may be born in a community which catches fire. You cannot pinpoint how karma does it. It's just like trying to understand how this body functions, how the nose functions, how the eyes function. It's a miracle.
Yes.
Can anybody understand how it functions? Impossible.
No.
For example, the tongue. The tongue can taste some millions of types of tastes the tongue can taste. The ear can hear some, I don't know how many lakhs of type of frequencies. So it's impossible to understand the power of SIP. It's beyond our comprehension. So karma, it's karma, but it's individual karma. There is no global karma, universal karma. It doesn't work like that.
Okay, okay. That I want to, because the fire, tsunami, and so many things are happening. Because it is a law of nature, or it is a karma of the entire.
Everything is karma. Everything is karma. But nobody can tell how karma works. How it functions, only karma knows. We don't know.
The manifest infinite only knows.
Yeah. So we have to accept. That is the point. The point is clear. There is a law, there's a principle. For example, somebody how gravity works. Scientists may give some theory how gravity works, but SIP knows. How it works, SIP knows.
It was already there.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are talking in Kumbh Mela. We are saying that Jupiter and the Earth and the Sun come in line once in 144 years. Which person has lived for 144 years to tell us this?
Yes.
So it is all some connection of this inference, presumption, assumption, putting together. But the fact is that
Kumbh Mela, the 7 planets are coming on 25th. It was told.
I don't know, and I'm not interested in knowing this because
I got the message. That's all.
Okay. So because these things are not relevant to our journey.
Yes,
Spiritual journey is not relevant.
Yes.
Thank you. Atmanand and
Thank you.
Girija.
Thank you.
Thank you. Atmanand.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
So, I seem to have a lot of dreams actually, and those dreams are typically very disturbing. When I get out of them, I have a lot of sensations around the chest area and have some sort of fear. But actually, when I wake up, I think through it, I have nothing that I should be fearful of. So I just wanted to check with you.
You are lucky, you're fortunate that you're on this Zoom call. Imagine somebody who's not on this Zoom call. They start to believe that that dream is going to come real. They start to believe that they are getting a heart attack. They start to believe that there's a problem in their life. You know, it's a dream, yeah, chodo. It is some play of the mind, nothing, some thought. Ignore it, close it, don't even think about it, don't even reflect about it, right? Somebody will start thinking, then going to astrologer, going to vastu specialist, finding out what is the dream, why it happened, going to a parrot and asking the parrot to pick his horoscope and what Atmanand, you know, dream is a random, something very random. Chodo, leave it.
No,
Don't
but
bother about
like
it.
my daytimes are very peaceful, but some of my nights are the ones that are disturbing. That's what I observe actually.
Are you spending some time in silence and meditation before sleeping?
I mean, after this call, I just go and sleep because if I don't sleep by that time, I remain awake the whole night.
Try to spend just few minutes. Just play a Shivoham, Dhuni, or play any meditation for some time and fall asleep.
Okay,
That will probably give you sound sleep.
okay, sure. Can I ask you another question?
At 8 o'clock, when you come, you can ask as many questions. And at 9 o'clock, I have to say no. So
No.
so now at 8 o'clock, anybody asking question, 8 o'clock, you have time. Anybody coming in the beginning, right? So please ask questions, as many questions as you want.
Yeah, so I
Yes.
think you talked about that 8 stages of spiritual awakening, correct? I think the third stage is Jnani. So, can I say that I'm at that stage because I understand things intellectually, but I don't have anubhuti? Would that be the stage that I am in? Because you also said on 2014 when you had that experience, that time you were in Budh, right? So,
So you think you're a Jnani or you're a rich yogi or you're not a yogi?
I think I'm somewhere between Jnani and Yogi. That is the stage. I'm not Budh, that much I'm sure. Sure in the sense because I don't have that anubhuti. I'm waiting for that.
No, see, as I told you, you don't have to wait for anubhuti. In this particular call, the anubhuti may come to you and you may realize it after you become Sit Pragya also. So you
Oh,
keep on, yeah, because it's not always a dramatic anubhuti. It's not always a spark. It can be. It can be a spark of awakening. Oh wow, aha. Oh, got it. Like so I get these ahas every now and then. So everybody is made differently. Everybody will not get that aha. So for you, it's important to see, are you in a state of yoga, which means are you in the state where you are united with SIP, either in dhyana yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, jnana yoga, or do you fall into the material world, suddenly you find yourself going and looking, okay, now I need to buy a dozen shoes, or
no, no,
okay.
I'm not into all those things.
So what are your desires and distractions? Are you having lots of desires and distractions? I'm not getting personal, but
No, no, I don't think that is not the case. Is my self-assessment that I kind of lead a whatever lifestyle I have, as you said. I just keep maintaining it. I'm not trying to expand or do that.
so yes, if you therefore to become to get that anubhuti, being a yogi is very important. Being a yogi means what? Can you, since you're on the very important topic, I'm asking you, what does it mean of being a yogi?
I think being yogi is to be in contemplation that we are SIP, right? And living like we have to live
Have you
that.
seen have you seen a monkey jumping from a tree to a tree, from
Yeah,
one
yeah, I've
branch?
seen.
Tell me, what do you notice when the monkey jumps from one branch to another branch?
I think it just aimlessly jumps from one branch to the another branch, right?
Then it should be falling. Then how often you find it falling on the ground? How often have
Yeah.
you seen a monkey jumping from one branch to another, even on top of the mountain, and it falls and breaks its head on the ground? How often have you seen that?
No, I have not seen those many monkeys.
Never.
So yeah.
I have never seen that. So what
Okay.
the monkey does, the moment the monkey is jumping from one branch, the monkey is sure is going to hold on to the next branch.
Correct.
So it's from one branch to another branch to one branch to another branch. It's just an analogy, okay?
Correct.
A yogi moves from one state of yoga to another state of yoga. He doesn't fall into bhoga. So suppose you start your day with dhyana yoga. You're in dhyana, you're in your night. Then from dhyana yoga, you get to bhakti. You say, Aham Atma Paramatma. You're into bhakti yoga. You get into your work in consciousness, you're in karma yoga. You're in this call, you're fully conscious that you are a divine soul, you're Jnana Yoga. So if you, there are some people who will come on this call, then after 4 days, they'll come back in this call. Guruji, 4 days I went to a wedding party and I forgot.
No, no,
So you get,
I'm very regular, Guruji, unless and until there
not
is something.
you. I'm just giving an example of how some people, the moment you are in yoga, you fall into bhoga and you come back after some time into yoga, you have not reached Buddha. Which means that for the tea to boil, if you even got a water kettle in your house and you're trying to you make hot water in a kettle, I'm sure you must be making a kettle. So when you make hot water in the kettle, before the water boils, you try to make tea. What happens?
Nothing happened. There's no tea.
No, there's no tea. The tea bag doesn't work on that, right?
Correct. Correct.
So you keep on boiling the water till it reaches boiling point. So your mumukshu, jigyasu, jnani needs yogi. You need to be a yogi. Only when you are a yogi, anubhuti, then you get that awakening. I am Atmanand.
Maybe in that Pune retreat, when I came, I think I had a mini aha moment because a lot of these things that were there all fell in place, like the clarity of purpose in life, why we are here, because of karma, I'm here. If I realize that I'm not the body, mind, ego, I can transcend karma. I mean, I got a lot of clarity intellectually, but I was feeling the Anubhuti is very close by, but
No,
somehow, yeah.
no, so maybe you got that anubhuti in Pune retreat. Maybe you got that anubhuti. It's just that the mind is playing with you. Maybe you just have to continue to be a sthit pragya till you become a jivan mukta. I don't know if you're a jivan mukta. Are you free from this world? Are you liberate? Are you free from the shackles? If you're free, you're a jivan mukta. So this you have to. That's why I told you initiation and self certification. I gave you a book. Is that book released? Initiation and self, is it online? The book is already uploaded. Initiation and self certification.
Maybe I'll go through it once,
Yeah,
look
very
at it,
very
and then
important.
come back to you again.
Our books are very important. Going through from one book to another book, our books are talking a lot. In fact, I'm hoping to start a new book called The AiR Philosophy of Life. How you all can live a philosophy of life. What the entire AiR philosophy of life in one book. Do we have a book like that, anybody? Do we have a book which carries everything? So we want to make something called an AiR philosophy of life, in which we'll have the meter, the life meter also as part of it. So hopefully next month we'll do that. Girija, thank you, Atmanand. As I
Thank
told you,
you.
8 o'clock, there are not too many people raising their hand, but at 9 o'clock, I always have to push people out of the call. Girija.
Shivom Guruji.
Yes, Girija, Shiva.
My question is, when I want to be in silence or if I meditate, my mind gets distracted. Like it takes me to the past and like a movie, pura flashback, it comes, whatever has happened in my life. Completely, I'm lost. I'm not able to pray also. I'm not able to sit for some time in silence also.
Yeah.
Uh,
Many of us have got a very um, dicey past, a past which will be so challenging, so much nonsense, so much difficult things that if I tell you about my past life, oh, there were the horrible things. Horrible means horrible. If I think of those horrible things in my life, I can't live today. But what I do, I lock my mind. I lock it, I block it. Like a dam, a gushing river. Imagine the gushing river doesn't have a dam. The dam will flood everybody. So you have to make it a habit to lock your mind. Otherwise, even the past is going to attack you and even the present will attack you. Because you can't change the past. Girija, can you change the past?
I can't, but it comes. Then I'm just thinking, ki, what have I done this much
What you have done, you have done.
suffering and
What you have done only caused the past to be the way it was. Maybe your karma, which you don't even know. Maybe your last janam karma, your prarabdha karma, you don't even know. But see, I'm asking you one question. Suppose you think you're in a lot of trouble. I'm just giving a presumption, okay?
yeah,
Suppose, I don't know much about you. I'm just saying, suppose you think you're in a lot of trouble. Now imagine today you come to know you're blind.
Okay.
Imagine you come to know tomorrow you're deaf. Imagine you come to know tomorrow you are paralyzed. So how would you be then?
Like a vegetable sort of a thing only. It's a
So now you can see, you are not deaf, you can walk, at least you're better off than that state of affairs, right? So we should always count our blessings, and we should always lock the past, because we cannot I'm asking you, whatever anybody gives you, can you change the past? Whatever happened, can you change the past?
I can't. I know I can't change, but can't it be better if I can change now? At least uh, it's difficult. I know it's very difficult, but
You can change
I'm not
now,
able to pray also because completely it's
because
running, in
you're
my
not
mind.
you're not able to pray because you're not willing to accept what has happened. You are
Yeah,
protesting.
maybe that's right.
You are not willing to accept that whatever has happened as per the divine will. You have to accept. A, B, C. Remember A, B, C. Accept, do your best, in consciousness, surrender. Accept, do your best, consciousness, surrender. That's all you have to do. Accept and do your best. And then in consciousness, surrender. That is the only way. Nothing in the world can see. There are many people who have many problems in this world. And that's why spirituality is a solution to all the problems. Whoever is having a problem, whatever be the problem, spirituality is the way to be calm. Spirituality is the way to be meditative, contemplative. That's the only way.
No, no,
Otherwise,
this 1 hour gives me really peaceful, everything, because I rush to home because I have to sit at 8. Whether I do my work in home or not, I make dinner, I'm not bothered. I have to sit, I have to listen. It gives me a lot of this, peace and all. And after that, I don't feel hungry and all. अच्छा है जल्दी जाके सो जाओ सुबह उठ के फिर से भागना है काम के लिए okay, my mind is completely, I want to be busy, busy, busy. Because when I said, nahi, I'll do it for at least 5 minutes, I'll do meditation. It's like a hell. Uh,
I'll tell
mm,
you, there's a lot in life. I can only tell you one thing: miracles are possible. If you are able to connect with the SIP inside you, the SIP is inside you. You are SIP. Now,
mm,
because you cannot realize it, because you're troubled by your past, you cannot. If you are God, then what is your problem? If you are God, actually you are God. What is your problem? There is no problem.
there's no
But we
problem.
are unable to realize I am God. We are unable to realize, we are unable to be in that state of consciousness. Therefore, this call will help you slowly, steadily. I understand you may be having a lot of challenges. Everybody has different type of challenges. The levels are different. Somebody's challenge may be level 1, somebody's challenge may be level 10. Correct?
Yeah,
I have
right.
gone through challenge 1 also, challenge 10 also. I've seen all the tough times of life. One day, I've not told you all. One day, I've not told you all. When I started my
Mm,
business, I was 19 years old. I have not
okay.
told you, Siri, I have not told you all this. When I was 19 years old, I started my business. One day I went home and I was having dinner. As soon as I was having dinner, I got a call. They said,
Mm,
yes. They said, come fast. Your shop is on fire. My entire shop was burnt down. My entire shop, my life was over. One night, my life was over. So either I could have been finished. Next morning, I said, I will not sleep in my house till this shop is opened. I said, I will not go to bed. I will not sleep on my bed till this shop is opened.
okay.
What would have taken 3 months to renovate the shop? I renovated the shop in 11 days. It would take 3 months to do carpentry, air conditioning, neon sign, light, chrome, glass to make a whole shop of 2,500 square feet. 3 months work I did in 11 days. So I'm saying that is one of the most biggest miracles of my life. How it happened, I don't know. I don't know how it happened. But anything is possible if you have the courage, if you have the faith, and especially if you have the spiritual strength which we have now. I didn't have spiritual strength at that time. I only had faith. So continue, just continue. Siri Renuka
Thank you.
Ahamaatma. Thank you.
Shivam Guruji,
Shivoham.
try to say no. That was the best session. It was very helpful for me. And today's question is, I want to check my understanding. There are regarding karma. The Sanchit karma is a fixed deposit. We take birth with twin karmas, correct? With the
No,
prarabdha karma, a portion
no,
of it. And
no, we
Hmm.
don't take birth with twin karma. We take birth only with prarabdha karma.
okay, a portion of it. And whatever we do, that is the agami karma, which we are doing.
Correct. That prarabdha karma and agami karma becomes twin karma.
Okay. Now suppose you used to say that the road is already there, so it is a prarabdha karma. You cannot do anything. But
Correct,
the car that is in your hand, whether to turn right or to turn left.
correct,
Suppose you have to turn right, and you have taken a wrong decision by turning left.
correct. Then what
Then
happens? Then your karma becomes left. That
so
means you're
then
you're
what?
creating you're creating another karmic debt.
Then I am suffering. Correct.
Again suffering.
Okay, this is what was the confusion. Somebody asked. I was not able to explain it so good, but I explained, but they
No,
could not understand.
no, it's
So,
very simple. No,
okay.
see. We cannot
Yes.
change. Okay, like I'm asking you practically. I'm asking you
Tell me.
practically. The road you
Hmm?
cannot change. You agree the road you cannot change. That is clear prarabdha karma.
Agreed. 100%.
Suppose now it is telling you to go to reach Coimbatore, you must take right turn. You don't
Correct.
take right turn, you take left turn, and you keep on
Correct.
driving. Instead of Coimbatore, you are
Correct.
reaching Trivandrum, for
Hmm.
example. So what
Hmm.
happens now when you're reaching Trivandrum? What you have to do again? Practically tell me.
Again, no, again I have to take another right turn or left turn and
Ah,
reach
ah,
Coimbatore.
correct.
This is okay. This is the example, but somebody asked in another way that because of their wrong problems, they got suffering. I told yes, because if you take a wrong decision, then it is because of your wrong decision that you are suffering. Correct?
There are two possibilities. Your suffering is either because of your prarabdha karma, or
No,
your suffering is
prarabdha.
because, or your suffering because of agami karma.
No. When prarabdha karma, you are very good. You are doing everything. You had the intellect to judge whether this is correct or not. But
Correct.
still, you did not listen to others, and you have taken a wrong decision. And
Then
because of the wrong decision, you are suffering. Then that is agami karma that you have done a wrong. Correct?
most likely. So what I'm trying to tell Siri, how do we know
Mm.
that the suffering is because of this agami karma or the suffering is because of that prarabdha karma? Who knows?
Okay. Okay.
Are you getting my
Okay.
points? I hope you're
Yes.
understanding.
Got it. Yes, I understood.
So
I understood.
when Alaknanda and Bhagirathi, they are mixing and becoming Ganga. Once they become Ganga, how do you know it is that this Dubki I'm doing Dubki in Alaknanda or I'm doing Dubki in Bhagirathi? Where I'm putting Dubki? Where is my dip?
Understood. Okay,
Okay,
it is interesting.
so
Okay.
both the
Yes.
karmas, prarabdha karma is on the double decker bus. Prarabdha karma is coming. Agam is on top of prarabdha karma. It merges. It becomes a twin karma.
Okay. Anyway, I am free from this karma. Somebody asked, so for that I wanted clarification here. I am free from all these
You please guide.
and all these
You keep
karmas. But to
guiding.
explain to somebody, they were again and again questioning me. So I told that okay, I will ask
Ask them
this
to come on Zoom
today.
call. Bring them on
They
Zoom
are in
call.
the Zoom call. They are in the Zoom call now, and they are listening. That is why I asked it today.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
I hope they got
Thank
the
you
answer.
so much.
Thank
And I
you.
have to thank you for one more thing because actually today I was not able to, I was to say no to some more things. So I just kept silence and I was praying you from early morning from 4 o'clock that today my day should go very well. I should not lose my consciousness. I should always keep silent. And if they ask anything, I will give them this Zoom call link and I will tell you, please attend this call. And by your grace, I was so much blessed today that everything went off very well. I'm in some other place, so everything went off very peacefully. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Siri. Always surrender, na, Siri. Always let go. See what we have learned. That's why I'm writing a book, Air Philosophy of Life, APOL. In APOL, what we write, bring back consciousness. In APOL, what we write, nothing matters. Kya mat kya? In APOL, mein baad mein jao. In APOL, we have all the mantras. All the mantras will come. How to live with peace, love, and bliss. How to deal with prarabdha karma. How to deal with agami karma. How to deal with shaitan. When shaitan is coming, how we should deal with shaitan. Everything we must, in air philosophy of life, everything we have to deal with. How to be in consciousness means how to be in Satchidananda. How to accept, how to surrender, how to surrendered, how you have surrendered completely. So I'm trying to create this. I don't know. I'm still finalizing, but maybe the next week we'll talk of APOL, a philosophy of life, and we'll talk of this book next week.
Thank you.
Siri, thank you. Renuka. AI Renuka. Yes.
Shivoham AiR and Shivoham all. So I want to know what is aha moment and how would I know that this is an aha moment? And third question is what happened to you in aha moment when you was traveling from France to Bangalore?
You are scientist, no? You are also scientist. What happened? What happened when he said Eureka, Eureka, Eureka? You remember what happened? What is Eureka?
So he discovered something. So what happened to you?
I discovered. I got the aha moment. Hey man, I'm not Ravi. I'm not Ravi. I'm not Ravi. I'm Atma and Ravi. I'm not Ravi. I am the Atma. I am Paramatma. I am not this body. I am the soul. I am God. I got this awakening in the plane. And that real awakening, when you get that real aha moment, that makes you jump like you win, just like you win an Oscar award or you win an Olympic gold medal. It's like that. Suddenly you announce, announcement is come, and the winner is, yay! How the person screams it's that kind of aha moment.
Okay.
I got that moment because I was contemplating for more nearly 2 years. First 1 year, thanda contemplation. Then 1 year complete contemplation, May to May. Then June, July, August. 15 months of complete, 15 months of dedicated contemplation. Then I got that spark. And
And
I got a proper spark. Proper, matlab, not a chutki, not a chutka spark. I got a proper spark.
so what happens in the body then? Means like you have full of energy or
Sometimes the body, you are vibrating. You're vibrating with the divine consciousness. So the body stops worrying about what I'm eating, what I'm wearing. That when I went to the parlor, that guy every time used to put the hair dye to me. As he was putting hair dye to me, he told me, "Sir, hair dye." I said, "No, band. आज से बंद." He said, "क्यों?" I said, "मैं ये नहीं, मैं वो." He said, क्या मतलब है कि नहीं वो नहीं तो ढाई ढाई तो करो अच्छा लगेगा. I said, नहीं अच्छा लगने का जरूरत नहीं है. I'm good. So you change your paradigm. You change your entire outlook of life.
so how, sir, like another question is how long the vibration lasts? Means it was all over for many days or something, or it comes and goes, how it is?
Actually, how long does the butterfly feel it is a butterfly? A butterfly was a caterpillar. It was crawling. It was chewing the cabbage leaves. One day, suddenly, from the caterpillar, it became a pupae. From the pupae, suddenly one day, wings were open, started to fly. How long it will fly?
It can fly till a butterfly wants to fly.
It will fly till it will die. So when you get that anubhuti, when you get that transformation, when you experience a metamorphosis, it is a permanent metamorphosis. If you are actually enlightened, if you are actually spiritually awakened, then there is no going down. But like I was telling you, some people, I got that. But I was still, although I was a butterfly and I was able to fly, I was in a in a cage. I was not able to fly. I had wings. I could fly, but I was tuck. I was not able to till I broke all my barriers over 1 year, 2 years. I broke all the barriers because I was committed to my being able to be liberated.
You also mentioned earlier that you have an episode of realization, so and ultimate to enlightenment. It was like that as well.
I had an episode.
Means you frequently have the realization experiences which were short and something like that.
So after I had the real 31st of August 2014, after that, I have had several aha moments. For example, the Shiva temple it was called at that time Ravi Melvani RV M Shiva temple. And then I got a realization what is the meaning it is RVM Shiva temple. I changed overnight, I changed it to Shivoham Shiva temple. That must have happened not in 2014, it happened 2016. So each time a realization happens that you keep on evolving further and further and further and further till such time that you are, I told you, 2017, when my guru told me, enough. Now you don't need to come to me anymore. Go. Go to the world. So that's when, after 2018, I started going to the world, and we started marketing recently, 2022, 23, 24. From 22 only we started marketing. We were not doing any marketing before.
So is there anything else above aha moment also, or that's that ultimate?
When you are enlightened, then it is Satchit Anand. There is nothing more you want. You are saying, I'm already on top of the mountain, and anywhere more to go, still on top of the mountain. You're already on Mount Everest. If you're already on Mount Everest, where more you want to go?
Okay.
So that is the, if you are already awakened, you're already self-realization, God realization, if you have completed, then you surrender yourself to SIP and you start living as a divine instrument.
Thank you.
And the beauty is Renuka, the beauty is that we must experience, that's why the last stage of spiritual awakening, Satchidananda Atma. How can I live as a Satchit Anand Atma? Where this word came from also, I don't know. It's not from the Upanishad. It's not from anywhere. SIP gave this word. Jivan Mukta is there, Sthit Pragya is there. But we created the highest level. How to live as a Satchit Anand Atma. You are an Atma. You are Atma in Renuka. Okay? But how will you experience that Satchit Anand? Eternal bliss. How to experience that bliss all the time? Otherwise, what happens? Sometimes we become a little bit angry or depressed or anxious or fear or worry or stress or anxiety, jealous. All these emotions come from where? So if you are awakened, you know fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, and guilt coming from mind. You know anger, hate, revenge, jealousy, pride, greed, selfishness coming from ego. You become completely conscious. You're no more thinking why I'm angry. You're angry because of ego. You are worried. You're worried because of mind. So you become there's complete clarity in your life. Complete clarity. But for that, you need to be completely devoted to this journey, completely into it. If you're not completely into this journey, you will experience all the problems, all the miseries.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Atmanand. Atmanand, Rekha, Ahem Atma. Atmanand, unmute. Unmute. Unmute, Atmanand.
Yeah, Shivam Guruji.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going through this enlightenment workbook that I got during that retreat. In that ninth section, we talk about Pirlu, right? Purification, illumination, realization, liberation, and unification. So is there a book around it where I can get more information about it?
Pirlu is covered in many books, but it's not, we have not yet written a full book on Pirlu. But I think if in some of our books, I'll tell you probably, in some books we have got 5 chapters, each chapter, PIRLU. I'm sure it's there in
Maybe I'll
in
drop
some
you a
books.
message also. So if you can just
Yeah.
let me know. So that first I'll read and then maybe I'll ask you more
But
specific
yeah,
question.
I'll tell you the book where you can find it. We
Okay.
have not yet written a full. Eventually, it will become a full book. For example, magic. We don't have a book on magic, but eventually, magic also will become a book.
Okay.
Thank you, Rekha
Thank you.
Parwani, Aham Atma.
Shivoham AiR.
Yes, Rekha.
Like Siriji asked that the prarabdha karma and the agamic karma. So
Yeah.
like these body issues which we get, I know it's karma and I accept and surrendered. So like every time we have a new body issue, so is it past karma? Like you told her, we don't know whether it's past or agamic karma, correct?
Because
So,
both have become one. No, Rekha. The
yes.
past karma and the present karma are like two tributaries of the river, and they've already merged. Every time you do a karma, it is not separate from your prarabdha karma. It's not hanging separately. Your
Mm-hmm.
karma is getting mixed along with the river of karma that's flowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not two accounts. It's like, when you put 100 rupees into your bank account, that 100 rupees is not kept separately. It's already mixed in your bank account. So you can't
Yes.
go back to the bank manager and tell, yesterday I gave 100 rupees, no, give me back that same note. How can the bank
Mm-hmm.
cashier give the same note? What 100 rupees you gave to the cashier has already mixed that 100 rupees with all the other 100 rupees. You're going back to the cashier and telling, give me that same note. No, that note is already part of the treasury of the bank. It's got mixed.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Thank you. But when we accept and surrender, so then it is not our karma. Because when we realize I'm not this body, mind, and ego, even in spite of that, we have karma like body issues or whatever, health issues.
The problem is that we have not yet realized. That's why
Mm,
we are saying we have health issues. The
mm.
moment we realize, we will not say we have health issues. We'll say our body
No,
has health issues.
the body only. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
body, not we.
No, but the whole language will change.
Yes.
Right now, you know that you are not the body, but you have not realized that. If you have realized that, then you would be free from it. Then you will not be bothered.
Yeah, I'm not bothered now, actually. I just wanted to clarify that this karma is like, we cannot say, yeah, like how you told me about, gave me the example of the bank.
If you have
I got
realized,
it.
Rekha, if you have realized, then it doesn't matter to you because both the karmas are not yours.
Yes, but the karmas are not mine.
Neither prarabdha is yours, neither agam is yours. If you have realized,
Mm.
how does it matter?
Yes. It doesn't matter.
If you're worrying about whether the neighbor has made the chapati and the house on top of you has made biryani, that means you are still bothered about what food they are making, na? If
Mm.
your neighbor has made chapati or the house above has made biryani, how does it matter? You will
It
eat
doesn't
whatever is in
matter.
your house. You are not bothered what the neighbor chapati has made, what the house biryani they've made. You're not bothered.
Yeah. Yes, I
Be
got it.
be be in be in your own consciousness. See, this is the challenge of life. We're going next to Aham Atma, but before I go, since not there's no rush of people questioning. If we live with the AiR philosophy of life, if we pick up the philosophy what we are talking about, what matters? Nothing
Nothing.
matters. Today may be my last day. Today,
Yes.
tomorrow, ultimately, life will be over. What are
Mm.
we doing? Are we living moment by moment as per the will of SIP? That's all
Yes.
matters. How much I
Yes.
earned, what I made, how much business I made, how much I achieved, nothing matters.
No.
How many children I have, how many grandchildren I have, nothing matters.
No. Nothing
Nothing
matters.
matters. What matters is you are SIP, you are manifestation of SIP. You must live like SIP, sip on your lip, no slip, keep on being on that ship and enjoy your trip.
Yes.
That's all. That is the
Yes, sir.
reality of life. This is the ultimate reality of life. Whether you are
Yes.
going Kumbh Mela, you are not going Kumbh Mela. Whether you dip or you don't dip in the Ganges, nothing matters. What
Yes.
matters is your realization. Okay, I am not
Mm.
I.
Yes.
I am SIP.
Mm.
If you have
I-
that realization, what more you want in this world?
Nothing more.
That is how we have to
Nothing.
live. That is a
Yes.
challenge. Huh? Aham Atma.
Thank you, AiR.
Thank you.
Sir, good evening, sir. Paramatma. I am already established in that. I'm very proud to say that. From my today's experience, I'm just sharing. From morning onwards, I have not made any effort in my thought. I am a soul. Nothing I have not brought. But I am always, today I am in a state of witnessing consciousness actually. Uninterrupted witnessing consciousness, whether I'm eating or taking bath or I'm in office, somebody kuch gali deta hai, I am always in the top of the world. Only today. Whether this state is called as Sachidananda state, I really don't know. I am in a state of continuous witnessing stage today. Whether this is, I just want to understand.
You may be in Satchidanand state, but the state of Satchidanand Atma is not a one-day state. That is an everyday state. For you to be Satchidanand Atma, that means whether boss tells something, whether customer tells something, whether income tax officer tells something. Suppose you go to income tax officer and tell you, hey, you are a bloody liar, man. Suddenly income tax officer is telling you like that. No, sir, I'm not liar. Hey, shut up, man. You are liar. I'm telling you, you are filing all the wrong reports. Chartered accountant, shame on you. Now, if you are not having consciousness, what a normal human being will do? Normal human being will say, sir, how dare you accuse me, sir? How do you dare you can accuse me like this? I will complain about you. This is a normal reaction. Correct? If you are Satchidanand Atma, you'll say, Namaskar, sir. That may be your opinion, but that is not true. May the Lord bless you of understanding the reality. Very difficult. Not easy, but very difficult to therefore be in that state of Satchidanand Atma. All of us slip. The challenge is how soon can we return? If we don't slip at all, means we have become samadhi, means we have reached
No,
that state of.
not today my stage is like that only. There is no question of bring
Continue that
today's
tomorrow.
stage. I feel that little drops of
You must continue tomorrow also.
Yeah. That I pray. That there is no question of bringing back, eliminating the mind and enlighten the ego. Nothing. I never thought about anything. Whenever I was driving my car, automatically I was in the observer stage, as if my body is. I was completely detached today. I'm very happy today.
Then you don't need to do no. Atma. When you are already in BBC, when you are already brought back consciousness, and you are living in Satchidanand Atma, then no need. Then where is the mind? Where is the mind? There is no mind.
This is the Sachidananda Atma state. I really don't know. Something I'm very happy today. I don't know. This aha moment, whatever you are saying, I have not attained, but still I can able to differentiate between myself and my body, myself and my mind. Whatever has happened outside, nothing has affected me today. I am very totally in a blissful state. That only.
Please report back tomorrow. How the day is tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Continue to be established. What are the good word you have taught this call? You tell everybody, I am established. That is your word. That is you brought that word to the call. So we must all be established. Established in consciousness, established as a witness observer. So the problem is we are not established. Correct? So if we are established in it, if we are firmly grounded in it, that is very good. We are easily carried away.
Surely.
One man told me, I have given up smoking. So okay, given up smoking. So then we all friends went. We were in Singapore, all friends, and I was not smoking. He was not smoking. Everybody else was smoking. Suddenly, one of my friend, he removed cigars, Brazilian cigars, and he lit a Brazilian cigar and told this fellow, "Hey, you're going to have Brazilian cigar or what?" He told, "Okay, give me one puff." One puff finished. Then he lost his control. So this is what happens. We have to stick to that stick-to-itiveness. Stick-to-itiveness. That is very important.
Sir, is it always possible to stay in the Sakshi Bhav always? Is it always possible?
Yes.
But
if you are awakened, if you are fully awakened,
Today I am, my energy level is very high. Thanks to
Good.
your guidance and other things. Slowly I'm establishing, and I will establish myself.
Thank you.
That,
Keep
that
it up.
confidence I have got. Anyhow.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Kamalji.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Unmute, Kamalji.
Shivam Guruji,
Shivam, sir.
I just wanted to I have been listening that mind is always a toxic thoughts, always toxic thoughts.
Always.
I mean, can you elaborate this a little more? Because I thought mind
It is just like
also
it
has
is.
a good.
It is. I'll explain. I'll explain to you. It is just like you telling me I had a good. I picked up a good dosa from the gutter. Can you tell me you picked up a good dosa from the gutter? I'm just telling you. You understood. So how can you pick up a good dosa from the gutter?
That analogy is so disgusting. I don't know how to say what to say.
I'm giving this disgusting thing for you to understand. Some people think the mind can be a good mind. Some people think sometimes the mind can be good, sometimes the mind can give good ideas. Kamalji, the mind is always kachara. The mind is always toxic. The mind, M-I-N-D, mind means bakwas. What can be good is a thought. You can have a good thought. One thought can be good, but that's not mind. Please differentiate between thought and mind. You can pick the dosa from a restaurant near the gutter because that restaurant is not the gutter. So you can have a thought. You can have a single beautiful thought. Suppose you have 100 toxic thoughts. So the 100 toxic thoughts from morning, one good thought comes, and you say nothing matters. One good thought. From 100 toxic thoughts, you had one good thought. That's not the mind. That is an independent thought. Please don't confuse good thought with mind. Mind is a gutter. Remember this. The next time you think of the mind, think of a gutter. So you know,
I mean,
mind is a. Bolo.
that means all your achievements are not because of mind.
Never, never, never. See, this is the problem. Let me tell you what you're talking today is one of the world's biggest problems. The whole world. I wrote a book. What was the book number? I think my book number 7. Huh? My book number 7 is called The Mind is a Rascal. My book number 7. I don't know if you have read the book. It's called The Mind is a Rascal. That's the name of the book. So I realized this in 2017. 17, I think I wrote the book. 2017. Our mind cannot be good. Because in reality, there is no mind. The definition of the mind is only bundle of toxic thoughts. How can toxic thoughts be good?
No, but
I
your
don't want to give
good
you. I don't want to give
intellect.
you some more analysis. You'll be disgusted if I give you some more analogies like that.
No, I mean, whatever the intellect, whatever the buddhi, whatever the intelligence you have, it has to go through some level to achieve. But does mind play any role in that? Or
Mind
no?
destroys it. Mind becomes a limitation.
Then who plays the role?
Intellect. The intellect, the consciousness, the intellect. Intellect is constantly there. Even when the mind is there, the battle between mind and intellect is constantly there. So even though there
But
may be 100 thoughts.
Intellect doesn't need the mind.
Intellect doesn't need the mind. Intellect is only working on discriminating the toxic thoughts of the mind. No, see, the problem is in the intellect is always there because the consciousness also is always there. No, pay attention. If somebody is alive, the soul is always there.
Mm-hmm.
If the soul is always there, the consciousness is always there. If the consciousness is always there, then the intellect is always there. But what if you are bombarded by the toxic mind. When you're bombarded by the toxic mind, then the intellect also becomes useless. The consciousness also is contaminated. And the soul becomes defunct. Soul is there, but soul is unable to do anything.
But then why do they say mindfulness?
That's the wrong word they have used. I don't know from where they use this word, because many people think mindful means you must keep your mind full. Actually, it's mind emptiness.
Yeah, correct. Mind emptiness, but
Yeah.
mind is there.
Because it comes from the word be mindful. English may there are a lot of there are many problems with translation of words and using of the wrong words. Because please be mindful of what you say. Be mindful means be aware. It's another word for awareness. The word, I don't like the word mindfulness, but it's become a big fashionable term in the meditation world. In the Buddhist meditation, all mindfulness bada, both high level hai. But we can avoid using mindfulness. We can use the word consciousness, awareness. We can use these words. Done, sir?
No. I think this mind is a rascal.
You're trying. You're just like telling me, can I pick up a clean glass of water from the urinal?
No. No.
What can I tell you? If you tell me, is it possible for me to pick a clean glass of water from the toilet? Now, what I cannot give answer to you, na.
Then the mind is playing havoc for so many centuries, I think.
Of course, that's why when you come in front of me and your mind is not there, you're in Ananda when you're with me. You don't have mind at that time. You're so blissful. You're so happy.
Correct.
अचानक एक कीड़ा आएगा, one कीड़ा will come into your head. You'll say ये air भी कभी कभी बकवास बात करता है ना. Then you have to deal with that because your mind is giving a कीड़ा thought. हाँ, ये air अपने आप को क्या समझता है? One कीड़ा thought comes to you. Now you have to deal with that thought because that your mind is telling you air साला बदमाश है, बस साला इसको air को पता नहीं. I don't know whether I am in the right place or not in the right place. Then now you're starting to doubt yourself.
Yeah, no.
This is the job of the mind.
No, it's not only my condition. I think it is the condition of all that we assume the mind is also a good thing. But you have been telling
that is the biggest illusion of the life. When we are able to think that the mind is a good thing, this is the biggest problem in the world.
And there is no shortcut till you drop it.
You have to drop it. मतलब क्या है? वो है ही नहीं. साला है ही नहीं mind. कहाँ drop करेंगे आप उसको? You tell me, how will you drop the mind? What is the way? Kamalji, after coming so many months of the call, tell me the answer. What is the way to drop the mind?
I mean, just don't accept it.
What is the way? What is the way?
Get into consciousness. Get into this.
Bring back BBC.
That.
The moment you bring back consciousness, where is the mind? I'm asking you now one point. All this challenge the mind is giving you, the toxic thoughts the mind is giving you. When you are in consciousness and you're in Ananda, tell me, at that time mind is there. When you're in Ananda, is the mind there?
I mean, see, that is the basic problem. We have been never told that mind is not there. We always study with my proper mind, study with mindfulness, study with this. I mean, we have been put so much of mind that unless you study properly with the mind, nothing will happen. Nobody said that you use your intellect.
The whole world, unfortunately, it looks like we are a bunch of idiots on this Zoom call because वो लोग सब जानते हैं जब सच में उनको कुछ नहीं मालूम. It looks like we are a bunch of mad Zoomers here.
कम से कम हम तो उस idiot crowd से बाहर आ गए.
Because it's a very simple, practical thing now. If we're very clear, that's why the world is suffering. That's why the world is struggling.
We are lucky that we
the
have
whole
come.
World, a man like Donald Trump also is controlled by his mind. If Donald Trump learns how to bring back consciousness, he will become a great man. Without mind, only consciousness. How to be in that state of consciousness? That is the challenge.
Before I came to Zoom call, before I came to this Zoom call meeting, I don't think I could have thought that mind is all toxic thoughts. I could never think that mind could be toxic all the time.
Yeah. But the
Now,
mind is doing that. The mind never let you think it is toxic.
yeah, I agree with it. Anyway, thank God that I came into your touch. And
Last
now,
question to you. Last question to you. Do you know why the mind is playing this game with you?
mm, because he doesn't want you to be in consciousness,
Why it doesn't want you to be in consciousness?
because then it lose the control.
And then what will happen?
Then you will become slave to him.
No,
You'll
no.
you'll never reach the Satchitanand.
Correct. So why is the mind not letting you to be in consciousness? Why the mind is fighting so hard?
He will lose his control, na.
And then what will happen?
When he lose the control, then he's gone, and then you are.
He's finished. नहीं तो he will make Kamalji die and then he will bring you back again.
I know.
Not only he will finish your this life, he will bring you back in another life.
I know that. Thank God. Thanks to you, Guruji, that I realized that his mind is a very toxic thought.
इसलिए मैं हिंदी में
But I think, like
हिंदी
me, there are so many people who think that mind is important.
like you, there are 99% of the people in the world. Only 1% of the people know that there's mind, that there's no mind. And only 1% know that mind is enemy. तो in the Hindi bhajan says, मन बड़ा है चोर, चैन चुराता है, डर और चिंता में हमें डुबाता है, मिथ्य दिखाता है, सत्य छुपाता है, शांति जो अपनी मन चुराता है, मन को है मारना, दुश्मन बड़ा है वो, मन को जो मारे शांति वो पाता. The simple thing, everybody in this world wants peace of mind, but they don't understand that it is not peace of mind. For where there is a mind, there can be no peace, and where there is peace, there is no mind.
Thank you very much.
Will, thank you. Will and Rajanan, two questions before we close. Will and Rajanan.
Shivoham, thank you again for taking this incredible call.
Yes,
I want to ask you again about the process of apology and the need to apologize and the sense of, I think in duality, like this is the struggle, certainly for me, is that you see things in non-dual terms, but many people are still caught in duality, me and you, me and God, and so on. And the idea that somehow needing to make amends and so on to the Almighty is very opposite to the way you think. But nonetheless, it seems to be like a kind of barrier or obstruction and so on. And I don't even know if you can remember back to the days of non-duality or whether you even can
non-duality, I used to suffer like anything. In non-duality, I used to suffer because, in duality, I used to suffer because I used to cry to God and say, God, forgive me, I made this mistake. And I used to suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer. There was no end to my suffering.
Yes.
But the point is that when the duality comes, then what to do? I am you, oh my dear ship. I am not I. What am I guilty about when I am nothing? When I am nothing, then what am I guilty about? Who should I be? The guilt is caused by the mind.
Yes.
Fear, worry, stress, anxiety, regret, shame, and guilt. It's caused by the mind which we cannot find.
Yes.
What is there? I'm asking you, Will. What is there to be ashamed about? What is there to regret? When, it's just like this. It's you go for a movie and you watch a movie for 3 hours, and in that movie there are 3 murders. Now you're regretting, why did I not go for the other movie where there were no murders?
Yes.
Now, how does it matter whether you went for this movie where there are 3 murders or you went for that movie where there are no murders? Both the damn it movies are just fake movies.
Yes.
What is the regret that why did I come for this movie? I should have gone for that movie. Why did I not go for that movie? It's over now. It's finished. It's all done. You are not what you are. You are not will. You are SIP.
I kind of appreciated you gave your reflection also before your enlightenment. Also, you were in the very similar state of feeling great remorse in front of SIP and feeling somehow
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we have to, the only way out, like this Friday, our topic of discussion is duality and non-duality. That is day after tomorrow. I'm talking on that on Friday. The difference between duality and non-duality. Hope you can ask questions and take that forward. Thank you. We'll close with Rajanan. Time is over, 9:01. I have to say no. Last, Rajanan.
No, sir.
Sure, sir.
There is small remark on mind, sir. Sir, conventionally, we know by now that mind doesn't exist. But from worldly point of view, can we say that mind is a true and loyal servant of Maya?
You can say, but when the mind doesn't exist, then why are you saying that?
I know that mind doesn't exist, but the person next to me doesn't know that mind. Whatever is happening is happening because of mind. So Maya wants to do that.
Maya doesn't want to do anything. Maya is playing its game. माया चल रहा है. ये माया में कर्मा है. Karma is part of the Maya.
Suppose जो हम कर रहे हैं खेल, basically we are by and large we are going out of Maya because Maya is
mind, according to you, mind is there or mind is not there?
Mind is not there.
Who told you?
Of
course, mind is there.
When mind is there, when I am in ignorance, then I am Maya.
As long as you know, as long as you are in ignorance, mind is there.
Yes, that is why I am saying it is playing part of Maya. ये Maya का चपरासी है.
see, it is not Maya ka chaprasi. ऐसा नहीं, it's not. That means Prabhu wants you to be stuck in mind. Are you telling like that?
Who wants to play his game? I don't think that. Mahamaya is a mata.
Prabhu is playing the Leela in the Maya.
Yeah,
the Leela is the game unfolding in the Maya. The Maya is the manifestation of this Jagat and Jiva. This Maya, everything in this world is Maya. पहले first is Maya. इस माया में लीला है. इस लीला में आप हैं. और आप में अविद्या है. वो अविद्या is caused by mind and ego.
Mind, okay sir. अगर mind जैसे हम suppose मान ले हम सभी 100 लोग हैं काल पे, हमने माइंड को कंट्रोल करके उसमें सब कुछ पाके के हम हो जाएंगे लिबरेट से. तो दैट मीन्स ये गड़बड़ तब हुआ जब हमने माइंड को पकड़ कंट्रोल किया. अगर हम
माइंड को पकड़ नहीं सकते, हमने we came to consciousness. हाँ,
हम उसको माइंड को ऊपर उसके ऊपर गए, उसके परे गए, परे. तो जब हम परे गए दैट मीन्स जो भी पकड़ के रखता है संसार में माइंड ही रखता है पकड़ के सबको.
बिल्कुल.
अच्छा बुरा फेयर जो भी ये सारी गेम है ये माइंड की ही गेम है. संसार माइंड से चलता है.
Mind and ego is carrying karma and is making us live this world of sukh dukh, glad and sad. The moment we are able to get on the talash and we are able to realize कि मैं my body, mind, ego नहीं हूँ, मैं सिप हूँ, then we are mukti, moksha, liberated. Still we want to go to Kumbh Mela to put dip in the Kumbh Mela to get liberated. ठीक है, जाओ कुंभ मेला में.
वो भी माइंड ही बोलते हैं सर.
बिल्कुल 100% mind ही बोल रहा है. Folded hands, I bow down to you. We'll see you tomorrow at 8.